Okay, it's my first full day back at home. It's been great to spend time with the kids and Joe. It's also been quite difficult, a little bit more difficult than I probably realised, I think, especially in the afternoon. Like most of the days I've been fine. We went for a walk this morning, played with the kids outside, even did a little bit of gardening. But as we approached 5 o'clock in the afternoon, which is, generally when I was at home, I'd used to try and stave off having a drink until, late afternoon between 3 and 5. Yeah, I just started to, I started to get a bit aggro with the kids. I started to just get a little bit, just not myself. And for a second, I didn't realise what was happening, and I just realised, all right, this is when I usually have a drink. And in the afternoon, getting the kids ready for getting them inside for dinner, bath time, all that sort of stuff. With kids, it could get quite interesting if they decide that they don't want to have a bath, or they don't want to go to bed, or something like that. And my stress levels just completely out of all proportion to what's going on. My stress levels are just rising rapidly. All of this is out of character with who I kind of know myself to have been. So much so that bedtime tonight was not going according to plan, and both kids kept on getting up, coming out, that sort of thing, and I was just not able to. I wasn't able to handle it in any way that was going to be appropriate. So I essentially allowed Joe to handle it all, because I was just I knew that I would get angrier than the situation warranted. So it's definitely going to be, a slower process. I'm going to have to be as mindful as possible of all of this, and it also does feel like there's still this real correlation between the thoughts of wanting to have a drink and everything, and obviously what's going on in my body stress-wise. The best I can figure it is I've been dulling myself so fully and constantly that my body has gotten used to supplying, I guess, or maybe oversupplying the relevant substances in my blood, like adrenaline, for the situation at hand. So if you take the dulling of the alcohol away, I've got way more adrenaline and way more of whatever else flowing through me than any of these situations actually require. So possibly there's still a reasonable way to go, even physically, to just get everything back in some sort of equilibrium. Yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. That's been my day. Now, I'm just going to say here that there's quite a number of other questions that I've been receiving via Facebook and via messaging and email, etc. And I will attempt to cover some of them in the next couple of posts. In particular, there's quite a number of people who are planning on doing small fasts, that sort of thing. Now, if I can, I'll do a small post about the sort of things that you need to be mindful of if you're going to fast. And Also, I've had a request to discuss in more detail some of the strategies I plan to put into place to deal with what I've just been discussing, and essentially getting myself back to the place that I want myself to be. Now, I will probably unpack some of these strategies across the next couple of days. You'll notice my stats have changed. It's now water fast day 1, and there's a couple of extra items on the stats. So I'll attempt to address all of this in the next little while. So yeah, I'm going to go and have another glass of slightly lemoned salted water.